Well, hello and welcome to IVL. My name is Matt Ford, and today what we want to do is run you through what IVL is, what its capabilities are, and what you might foresee the future of it. IVL is the state-of-the-art, cutting-edge distance learning platform that is unlike anything you've seen in the past. Today, the thing that we really want to highlight to you is the interactive nature of IVL and the ability to bring in multiple classrooms at one time and have the instructor interact not just with one classroom, but with those multiple classrooms, but also having the classrooms being able to interact with each other. So we have one classroom in a box, and then we also have our immersive classroom here. Maybe we could do a couple of hellos between the folks here. Here in our classroom in a box, we've got Ryan and Eric. How's it going out there?
How's it going, Matt? Glad to be here.
Excellent, excellent. And then down below, we've got Curtis and Tom in our fully immersive classroom. How are you guys doing today?
Doing well, Matt. Thank you.
Very well, Matt. Thank you.
All right, very good. So this is one of the great things about being able to bring in multiple classrooms and interact with them is the instructor can reach out and touch a lot of people at one time and handle training across the country. Now, one of the things that IVL is great for is being able to bring equipment onto the stage with the instructor so that he can do live demonstrations and interactions with real equipment on the stage, such as this equipment. I'll tell you what, let's go over here and take a look at it. We have fully HD capable cameras that can zoom in and focus in on specific things. We can go wide shots, we could pull into a medium shot to highlight some of the specific equipment here, or maybe even focus in on the piece of test equipment that we're going to connect in and diagnose whether the system is running properly. We could zoom back out to that medium shot, highlight how the fiber is traveling from one piece of equipment to the next, or maybe we can zoom in on this one piece of equipment to do the super zoom that we have with these cameras to show you what they can do and how you can zoom in and actually look at the label and read everything that's on it. We can also pan across this piece of equipment, so then the technicians, maybe they're in the class, can focus in on all the different connection points, the LED indicators, whether they are perhaps red, yellow, or green, whatever color they might be, or maybe we would want to even go into the fiber optic connections that are going in here to demonstrate to them how to connect them or perform maintenance functions on it. Then we could zoom back out again and perhaps summarize what we had just gone through, or maybe check their knowledge on what they remember about it. Or one of the great things we can do is connect into that device and demonstrate software configuration functions, perhaps reloading that equipment, such as the video that you see right here. In this video, what we're looking at is an actual scratch load of that piece of equipment. And we can take this process, which this one actually takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours to run, and we can boil it down by using pre-recorded video of this one. So we can demonstrate to them the end-to-end process, and yet have it done, instead of in an hour and a half to 2 hours, we boil it down to about 25 minutes. Speeding past things like progress bars that have no meaning for them, but then pausing it periodically to focus in on specific information and then picking it up and running with it from there and keep it moving forward so we can optimize the time that students have in their class. So this is something we can do with pre-recorded video during our class, but what if we wanted to demonstrate something live? Maybe something, instead of coming from a laptop, coming from an iPad, a specific piece of software that everyone needs to know how to use. Well, with this one, what we would want to do is highlight that we want to launch our Angry Bird from here right into that position right there. Well, let me see if I can execute on the demonstration of that. So I'll pull it back and launch him into that, and then fire my lightsaber, and wow, look at that. I'm getting better at this game all the time. So we can, with IVL, we can bring the instructor up in front of whatever software screen we want to, so he could go through the configuration of it, what are all the devices that they can go in and handle, or we can utilize special effects. Say I want to be about the size as the little Angry Birds down here. I could be, whoa, shrunk down and brought into this so that I could get over here, maybe push on it, or you know what, there's some coins up there. They're a little high for me to get to. Oh, yeah, with a little help, I can go over here and just grab them all and collect them and bring them in. And of course, the idea is to make the training engaging to our students so that they're focused in on what's going on the big screen, to have what the instructor is doing and what he's highlighting to them, because when we're changing environments and making it appealing to the students and getting them focused in, well, they are going to start retaining what they are seeing, that knowledge that's being transferred to them. Now, what you're seeing is another environment we can change to go to any place that we want to, perhaps to this garage out in a network area. We can hang a virtual monitor anywhere we want to, so we can put in network diagrams such as this. So if we are training somebody on, say, well, how does a cell phone call work? Well, one of the things I would need is a cell tower right next to me so I can make that call and highlight to them what exactly does happen. Or maybe we are doing a little bit of training on the actual antenna elements, how they work and how they're constructed, maybe how you mount them, whatever it might be. Or perhaps we want to go deeper into the theoretical side of things. Maybe we want to integrate into this another video role, this time looking at something that is very deep in conceptual nature, where we're looking at a voice over LTE call, how the signal travels to the cell site, and we take them from that physical world into a theoretical world, going through node by node and how that signal travels through the network, what devices it's going to connect to, and ultimately routing that signal through and out to the other end where we're making our phone call, so that we can highlight to them the full path, how it takes place, so then we tie in this theoretical world into the physical world. Then of course, well, the students are always going to want to know, what's connected to this equipment? I tell you what, let's go there and check it out right now. So from here, we can travel into a typical cell site that a mobility provider might have in their network, something like this. And although this is not real equipment like the stuff that I had earlier on the stage with me, this has all been computer generated. But we can treat it just like real equipment. We can open the door on the cabinet to take a look at what's inside of it. We can virtually zoom into that cabinet to highlight the different pieces of equipment that are in there, maybe tilt the camera down, what's in the bottom of the rack, is it a power supply, whatever it might be, highlight the specifics about it that is important for those students, and then we can move on to the next piece of equipment. Now, one of the other things that we have for use with IVL, a tool that we can bring into play during a course, is the UMRC, what we see here, where students can log in to bring up supplemental information during their course. So what we would be able to do is highlight to them the information that's in here and cover whatever we might need to with that. You can also notice over here, all of the students who are logged in, you could see who was joining you in your class from different remote locations, or maybe you hear a good comment from one of them. You could send them a chat message and do a little bit of networking during your class, just as you would during a normal class, but they may be 200, 300, 400 miles away from you at that time. So it really works out well. And so this is IVL in a nutshell. We're really glad you were able to join us today. We want to look forward to seeing you down the road, perhaps in a live demonstration. If you're interested in that, please reach out to us. We would be happy to show you what you need to see and fill in all your answers to any of the questions that you might have. Thank you again, and have a great day.